there lived a 23-year-old young woman named Amina. She was kind, hardworking, and full of dreams, but her heart was never at rest. Every day, Amina's mind was crowded with worries. She kept thinking about the mistakes of her past and felt afraid of what the future might bring. She worried about her family, her work, and whether she would ever find true happiness. Because of these thoughts, her heart felt heavy like a stone. She could not sleep well at night, and even during the day she felt tired and lost. The beautiful hills around her no longer made her smile. One afternoon, while sitting near the village market, Amina heard people talking about an old woman who lived near Lake Kivu. They said she was very wise and had once been a respected counselor in the city. She had helped many people find peace in their hearts before choosing to live a quiet life close to nature. People said, "If your mind is troubled, go and meet Mama Zuri. She speaks little, but her words can change your life." Amina felt hope for the first time in many months. She said to herself, "Maybe she can help me find peace." The next morning, she began her journey. After walking for many hours through green paths, banana farms, and quiet roads, she finally reached the small lakeside village where Mama Zuri lived. Her house was simple, surrounded by flowers and tall trees. Birds sang softly nearby, and the sound of the lake made everything feel calm. Mama Zuri was sitting outside, weaving a basket. Amina walked closer and said softly, "Mama, my heart is never quiet. My mind is full of worries. I want peace, but I don't know how to find it." The old woman looked at her kindly and smiled. She stood up, picked up a small clay bowl, and filled it with water until it was almost overflowing. She handed it to Amina and said, "Walk to the big mango tree at the end of the village and come back, but be careful. You must not spill even one drop." Amina was surprised, but she agreed. She held the bowl with both hands and began walking slowly. Children were laughing nearby, women were selling fruits, goats crossed the road. Drums could be heard from far away, but Amina noticed none of it. Her eyes stayed only on the bowl. Step by step, she walked carefully, protecting every drop of water. At last, she returned without spilling anything. Mama Zuri smiled and asked, "Did you hear the drums? Did you see the children dancing near the road?" Amina shook her head. "No, Mama. I was only focused on the bowl." The old woman nodded gently. "That," she said, "is the secret of peace. When your mind stays in the present moment, there is no room for fear, no room for regret, no room for endless worry." She continued, "While you focused on the water, your mind became quiet. You were not thinking about yesterday. You were not afraid of tomorrow. You were simply here." Amina stood silently. For the first time, she understood. Peace was not something far away. It was already inside her, hidden in the present moment. Tears filled her eyes, but this time they were tears of relief. She smiled and said, "Mama, now I understand. Peace comes when I stop chasing the past and fearing the future." Mama Zuri smiled warmly. As the sun began to set over Lake Kivu, the sky turned gold and orange. Amina started her journey back home, but she was no longer the same worried young woman. Her steps were lighter, her heart was calmer, and for the first time in a long time, she smiled.